What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This morning, we are going to talk about one of the nicest pistol caliber carbines on the market. It is a CMMG Dissent. Damn. The Dissents are really nice rifles. Before we get into this specific rifle, I want to talk a couple things about the Dissents in general. The line has expanded quite a bit over the few months. It's going to continue to expand, I'm told. So as of right now, the second I'm making this video, let's see, they have barrels that go from 6.5 to 10.5 to 16 inches. That's the barrel length. As far as calibers, they have calibers like 9mm, 5.56, 300 black, 5.7 as well. And again, there's more calibers and different configurations coming very soon. The last thing I want to talk about is the magazines. You can get them for Glock mags, you can get them for SIG mags, you can get AR mags, obviously for the 5.56, and then they have those really cool AR mags that take 9mm rounds. Those funky things are cool. And then the last mag is the 5.7, has its own separate, different mag. All right. That's the CMMG Dissents in general. They're also available in 8 different colors, pistol, rifles, blah, blah, blah. The first thing I want to talk about is this bufferless system. The last time I reviewed a Dissent, I did not give enough credit to this bufferless system they have. They did a great job. It's really cool. And looking back at that video, I didn't give it enough credit. So, no buffer, so you can run it as a pistol. You can get a really nice brace like this JMac Customs that we're going to talk about, or whatever your favorite brace is. It doesn't matter, whatever your favorite foldy boy is. And the way they achieve that is this really nice bufferless, the BCG with the buffer built into it. Obviously, as you see, it's a shorty BCG. It's not a full-size BCG. And then your buffer weight and spring and all that stuff is built into one. And man, they did a really nice job making it high quality, making it reliable, and what more can we ask for? A couple things on this system that I want to call out. Being this is 9mm, it's a radial delay blowback. So not all that different from an MP5. What that means is the bolt itself has a slight delay, nothing you'd even know or feel when you take a shot. And that really slight delay before the BCG unlocks, it's the radial delay, makes a much softer shooting gun. The shooter does not feel as much recoil, and it smooths it out is how I'm going to describe it. So if you compared this pistol caliber carbine to a standard blowback pistol caliber carbine, you will definitely feel that this thing shoots, there's less felt recoil. It stays flatter. It just shoots nicer. I've compared them. During the testing on this, I compared it to 2 or 3 other guns, and it truly does make a big difference. The other thing I want to point out is inside the upper, and I'll get you some close-ups here, the ejector is built into the upper as well. Now that's going to lighten up the BCG, help make it more reliable, they said, and also help with more reliable extraction, being the ejector is built into the upper. Alright, let's start with this brace. This is one of the premium Dissents, so it comes with the fancy cerakote, the fancy trigger, the fancy brace. You can get them set up a bunch of different ways, including no brace or stock, whatever you have at all. If I call this thing a brace, it's a stock. I apologize. So it's from JMac Customs. It looks phenomenal. It feels good. JMac Customs has a lot of nice stuff. It has 2 QD sling points, and then obviously it is a foldy boy. You can fold it, stick it in a bag, smaller storage, truck gun, whatever you're using it for. The fold-up system is extremely nice. Now the grip, I like the grip. The grip is good, it's fine, has a locking compartment. It's CMMG's branded grip. It's one of the few things on this gun that I don't absolutely positively love. So if I had to give the gun a rating, I'm going to give the gun like an A rating. Maybe, I hate to give it an A+. I try to be hard on things. So we're going to give the gun an A+. I'm going to give the grip a B. The grip's fine. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a little slick, and I don't know. I'm a big fan of the B5 systems. So if this was my rifle to keep, which it's not, the only thing I would change out on this gun is the grip. And if the only thing we have to complain about is the grip on a gun, we're in a pretty good position. No sponsor of the video, but I want to call out 2 companies real quick and say thank you. In this cup is Blackout Coffee. This is my 3rd cup of Blackout Coffee. I just landed back in Rhode Island last night. I should be sleeping, but Blackout Coffee has me awake and happy and forming words. So thank you to Blackout Coffee. Discount code is Tiberious. The other one, my buddies local guy starting a new company, High Table Outfitters. If you could, please, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or heck all three, go give them a follow. They're doing a lot of cool things. Even if you're local, even more so. If not, no big deal. They're doing a lot of cool things, putting out some fun content as well. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Go check out High Table. All right, where were we? What's next? The upper and the lower. They're both made 7075 T6 aluminum. As you see, it has the fancy cerakote color on here. The color is, I gotta cheat again, charcoal green, and it is beautiful. Now, there's 8 different colors. Obviously, there's black anodized as well if you don't like that. And again, the big unique thing is the built-in ejector into the upper. That is the one big unique feature. You have Picatinny rail on the top of the upper, and that is the big features in there. Actually, let me call it the magwell. Also, magwell is beveled very, very nicely. So when you're doing magazine exchanges, help get that magazine in there a little bit easier. Taking the rifle down is the same as an AR-15. No, well, very similar to an AR-15. You have 2 pins to pull, and then the upper and the lower come apart. Once you do that, you can pull the charging handle to the rear, take out that BCG that we already talked about, and as simple as that, that's how you field strip the weapon. Now let's talk a little bit about the controls. This particular one came with a very nice ambi safety. On the left side of the gun, for you righties, the safety is a little bit larger, which is good. On the right side, it's a little bit smaller, so it's not going to dig into your trigger finger. I love when companies do that. I want an ambi safety, but I want the safety on the right side to be a little bit smaller. The bolt catch, bolt release is fairly standard, a little bigger, different size, different shape than a standard bolt catch, bolt release, but it works well in the normal spot, just a little bit enlarged to make it a little bit easier to press, especially the catch part. And yeah, no problems with the bolt catch, bolt release. Now the magazine release is much bigger and more aesthetically pleasing than a standard AR magazine release. So it's, you know, same spot, works better because it's a much bigger paddle size, drops the magazines freely, no issues with the magazine release. Now I left the trigger for the end on purpose. This is one of, oh man, I hate to say this. I was about to say it's the nicest AR trigger. It's one of the nicest AR triggers on the market, hands down. I don't know if it's the nicest, but it's definitely one of them. It's made by Trigger Tech, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful 2-stage trigger. Like, hot damn. It's really, really good. So the take up is very, very short. The wall is great. The wall is short. It's crisp, it's clean, it's beautiful. It has a good solid wall. It's not mushy at all. And then the reset, man, the reset again is just damn. On my scale, it was right around 4 pounds it was breaking, and my scale is not always the most accurate, so take that with a grain of salt. Right around 4 pounds. So as always, we're gonna take a quick 10-second break so you can get up close and personal with this trigger. You're gonna see it, smell it, hear it. If you lick the screen, it's gonna taste like blackout coffee because that's what I'm drinking. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. I wish you could have felt the trigger because I don't think me showing you does it justice. Everyone who shot this gun was like, hot damn, that is just a solid trigger. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about the upper and the handguard and whatnot. The biggest thing, obviously, is the side charging handle. There is no charging handle in the rear. The controls are great. Love the side charging handle, especially because it's non-reciprocating. If this was a reciprocating charging handle, that would have ruined the rifle, so thank you, CMMG. Being this is a 9mm model, that charging handle is swappable to the other side. I don't believe on the 5.56 you can swap it, but on this one you can, and the charging handle, no issues, no problems, good to go. The handguard itself, the first thing I want to call out is the lockup. It has a very solid lockup, so if you're going to run any laser aiming device, shouldn't have a problem, should stay locked in. Picatinny rail all the way across the top. You see the M-lock slots on 3, 6, and 9 o'clock in case you want to add any accessories to the gun. That is the easiest way to do it. As far as accessories I ran, the light on here is an HRT AWLS, and I think the way the controls work with this light, and it's all built into one and there's no tape switch, it works really, really well on either a pistol caliber carbine or any really short rifle, anything you don't want cords. The joystick on the back, at first I was very hesitant, but now that I used it a bunch, I love it. It's a great light, it's bright, great candela. I've done a review on it. I'm going to stop talking. As far as red dots I put on here, I put a primary arms red dot, that's what's on here right now, and I also had a primary arms prism optic as well. those are the 2 red dots that I put on there through the testing. All right, handguard, it's 15 inches. The barrel's a little over 16 inches. The M-lock, like I said, other cuts to lighten it up, solid lockup, and then again, that beautiful Cerakote color. The barrel that's underneath, so it's a just over 16-inch barrel, 16.1, to make sure the ATF doesn't come knock on your door and shoot your puppy. It's made from a 4140 material, which is a fine, durable material, especially with the nitrite finish. Don't knock a nitrite finish if there's still haters on nitrite out there. Nitrite is a good, affordable, durable. It gets impregnated in the material, and it definitely helps the barrel last a lot longer. Standard 1 in 10 twist, 1/2 by 28 threads. The barrel nut on here looks pretty good. It looks like again a solid lockup, which is important. You don't want your barrel flopping in the wind. One of the last things I have to talk about is this muzzle device. It is a CMMG branded muzzle device. They call it the zeroed muzzle brake. Along with the radial delay blowback system, being it's a 16-inch barrel on 9mm, and it has this brake on here. I'll see if I can roll in some slow-mo footage. This gun does not move. It is super flat. Even the shorter versions of these are really flat, fast, soft shooting guns. The muzzle device does not help. But if you don't like it, obviously, or if you want something that's a suppressor host, you can easily take this off. But no, this muzzle device is very nice. 4140 material, nitrite finish, if you care. All right, dimensions: 26. A little over 26 folded and 35 when it's open. 6.5 pounds, which is not bad for a 16-inch barrel gun. Obviously, the shorter ones will be light. And let's talk about the price a little. $2,500. These are not cheap guns. Now, I do think it's worth the price. It's a nice gun. It shoots well. It has some cool features like the radial delay blowback system. I would put it right up there with the MPX, but they're not cheap, so they're not for everyone. I get it. Also, keep in mind, again, this is the highest end tricked out Dissent. They have ones that are less money if you don't want that stupid nice trigger, or if that's not the stock that's your jam, or the color, or whatever else. They do have less expensive models if you don't want to drop the $2,500. Plus, I'll try to put some affiliate links down in the video description. This way, hopefully, I could find you a good deal. I'm not sure how many people sell Dissents, but I will do my best to put those links in the video description. All right, we're going to talk about testing really, really quick, then pros and cons, and then you can leave. You can't leave until I tell you the pros and the cons. All right, testing. I shot this guy a lot. I shot over 700 rounds through this rifle, and I desperately need an ammo sponsor. Man, I shoot too much. When it comes to pistol caliber carbines, once I start shooting them, especially in a steel target rich environment, I just can't stop plinking and having fun. So most of the shooting I did was literally just plinking on steel. Said it before, my range is set up with a bunch of steel. There's always competitions at my local range, and they leave the steel out, and I don't usually go to the competitions, but after the competitions, I'll go and run the courses and hit the steel, and I just had a lot of fun doing that. I did fit it in one of my larger backpacks, and I brought it to work one day. Shh, don't tell anyone. I think a lot of people are going to use this as a backpack gun, a truck gun, so I figured for a day, why not? It can't hurt. Obviously, I shot it with the brace open. I shot it with the brace closed as well to make sure it functioned both ways. That is something very important. I didn't expect to have any issues, being the brace has doesn't dictate the reliability at all, but I did it just for you to make sure we were okay. And then as far as distance, I shot it out to 200 yards. I know 9mm is not made to go out to 200 yards, but at my range, it goes out to 300. And at the 200 and 300, we have a pretty big piece of steel. It's like 24 inches, and I hit that very easily, even with a red dot in my horrible eyes. Actually, I had the primary arms prism optic on there, not my red dot. But either way, I hit it, no problem. It was able to get those hits. All right, I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons before you go, but this is my 5th attempt at doing the pros and the cons. I'm just going to look down, read. I'm sorry. I try really hard not to do that, but I can't have a memory today. All right, my favorite thing is how nice it shoots. Between the radial delay blowback and the long barrel and 9mm and the muzzle device, this thing shoots extremely nice. We're talking like 22 Magnum type level. It's up. That soft, it's flat. The first thing I have to talk about is how nice that it shoots. It's a higher end PCC. The colors, I love all the colors, especially this one here. They do a great job choosing that those good colors that I like. The controls are great, from the magazine release to the safety, the bolt release, but most all the trigger. The trigger is so stinking nice. That trigger tech trigger, even if you're not putting it in the CMMG, if you want to put it in another AR, that trigger is A+. I love it. Has a lifetime warranty, which is great. Made in the States, which it better be for that price. The foldy stock is cool. If I didn't say it, I think I did. It's just a standard Picatinny rail. So for some reason, if you don't like that stock that's on there, you're crazy. If you don't, it's beautiful, but you can swap that out to a different stock if that's not your jammy jam. The reversible charging handle on the 9mm, and I know I said it, but I want to say it one more time. This bufferless system, bufferless BCG, or the buffer built into the BCG with the radial delay blowback, man, that is some cool stuff. Some of the few innovations you see in the gun industry. As far as cons, I hate to say it, I don't know if I really have a con. I will point out the grip again. It's not a con, it's fine, it works well, it looks okay, it has a lock compartment. That's the only thing I don't absolutely positively love, and I say this on all the CMMG reviews. If it was my gun to keep, the only change I would make to this, well, I'd add a sling, and then I'd change the grip. That is the only two things I would change. Overall, the Dissents are really nice. If you're looking for a good quality pistol caliber carbine or rifle or whatever, they have a lot of different variations. I would definitely put the Dissent on the list. It's right up there with the SIG MPX or MCX if you're looking for a rifle caliber. Which one's nicer is tough to say. I get that question a lot in my CMMG videos. I would need to bring both of them to the range and shoot both of them side by side to tell you which one's nicer, because man, they both shoot really nice. They're both high-end guns, and I don't know how to answer that question. All right, let me thank CMMG. They did send this to the channel as a loaner. I don't get to keep it, unfortunately, but I appreciate them sending it to me and letting me play with one of their pistol caliber 9mm Dissents. I've shot the rifle one a lot, but it's nice to shoot one of their pistol calibers. Again, affiliate links down in the video description. High Table Outfitters, my homies, my local friends, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. If you could, go to those channels, look up High Table Outfitters, give them a follow. I don't think you will be disappointed. They're putting out some great content. Blackout Coffee is keeping me functioning today. Discount code is Tiberious. I feel the need to take a sip every time I pick up the cup, but I won't. I got a couple more things, but I'll try to be quick. Email marketing. People keep on telling me, I'm not getting notified on your videos, not getting notified. So I started email marketing. I'm just going to send out probably 2 emails a month. I'll send out a bunch of deals, all the monthly giveaways I have. Like every month I do a giveaway for my Patreons and a bunch of other giveaways. This month what I picked up here was some gun butter. This month we're giving away some gun butter lube, which is a great product. And I'll put out the videos that I put out that month. That's it. So if you want to sign up, the website's TiberiusGib.com to sign up. There's a link down in the video description. And this way there's no giant YouTube, Google standing in between us, and you can make sure you get to see all of my awesome videos. All right, I am done talking. Thank you for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. If you do any of those things, Santa said he will personally deliver you a CMMG Dissent this year for Christmas. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time. Peace!